Good afternoon, Colin here with Techout. Today we're going to be taking a look at iOS 14 on the iPhone SE, and this is something that I just haven't had time to film yet, but I am off work finally. I worked 9 days in a row, so I have some time to get some videos recorded and get some of those out. So this is my iPhone SE 2020, and I actually just last night restored it from the backup I had for my iPhone 11 Pro Max, because I had this set up and the apps were all jumbled up. And I didn't do a clean install on this when I set up iOS 14. I really didn't like the way it looked with how I had the apps laid out, and it didn't leave much room for widgets and stuff like that. So I actually set up my iPhone 11 Pro Max from a fresh, I did a fresh install on it. I deleted everything, did a clean install. So I had a lot more room, and I got rid of a lot of unused apps, and I was able to categorize them and put them in folders and stuff like that, and then leave some of them in the app library that I didn't use. So that really helped free up the home screen and leave some more room for widgets and stuff like that. So I was able to do that, which is nice. iOS 14 on the iPhone SE runs great. It's got the same processors the 11 series phones, so you're not looking at any performance issues there. This has 3 gigs of RAM. The 11 Pros have 4. So again, you're not really losing out on much. And to be honest, this phone for the price is a great phone. I love the red color. Red is one of my favorite colors, especially on Apple devices. So can't go wrong there. With everybody having to wear a mask these days, Touch ID is definitely much better, in my opinion, than Face ID right now. Not because like Face ID is bad or anything like that, but like I said, because of the mask if you're out in public. If you want to use Apple Pay, stuff like that, you've got Touch ID. It really has nothing to do with iOS 14, but just something about the iPhone SE that is an advantage right now. But iOS 14 runs great. I haven't had any battery life issues. The battery life on the SE is not the best, but it was like that on 13. So iOS 14 really hasn't affected that in any way, even though we are using a beta. And iOS 14 for me has been very stable, both beta 1 and beta 2. Been using those, been using beta 1 since it came out, and been using beta 2 here for a couple days since it was released on Tuesday. Really no issues. I had a friend that had some apps crash, so he went back to 13.5.1 or 13.6, whatever the newest one is right now. He had some apps crash, apps that wouldn't load. I haven't had that. I have one app on my iPad that's a mail app that sometimes will get stuck on the splash screen and then crash, and then you can reopen it. Not a huge deal. It still works. But on my SE and on my 11 Pro Max, I haven't had any app crashes. I haven't had any restarts. I haven't had any issues like that. The only issue I've had is the storage issue, where it's using a lot of other storage in the categories. A lot of people are having that issue. It's a known bug, and Apple has said it should be fixed in an upcoming release. It was not fixed in beta 2, but I'm sure that's because it was just found in beta 1, so they didn't have time to implement it into a fix for beta 2. So hopefully we see that fixed in beta 3 and people can get some storage freed up. But that is that's iOS 14 on the iPhone SE. It runs just as good as it does on my iPhone 11 Pro Max. So no issues there. I'm Colin with Techout. If you have any questions, leave them down in the comments section below, and I'll be happy to answer them. And as always, don't forget to comment, rate, subscribe, and have a great day.